Welcome to Vroom Vroom competition. This is contestant 1 and this is contestant 2. Contestant 2 is in the leading. Contestant 1 is chasing up contestant 2. Oh wow, contestant 2 uses trick. Bam! Contestant 1 has lost. Congratulations to contestant 2. Please stay tuned for next week's Vroom Vroom competition. Today, I'm going to review the film Peninsula. Peninsula is a 2020 South Korean action horror film directed by Yeon Sang-ho. It stars Gang Dong-won as Jong-seok, a brave marine captain, Lee Jong-hyun as Min-jong, mother of Jun and Eugene, Lee Rae as Junhee, daughter of Min-jong who drives very well, and Koo Kyo-hwan as Captain Seo, a selfish and cunning man. Marine Captain Jong-seok is driving his elder sister, her husband Choo-min, and his nephew Dong-hwan to a ship leaving South Korea, which is being swept by a zombie outbreak. In the cabin of the ship, an infected man turns into a zombie and infects numerous people, including Dong-hwan and his mother. 4 years later in Hong Kong, Jong-seok, Choo-min, and 2 other Koreans are briefed by the Hong Kongers of an operation that requires them to return to Incheon in the quarantine peninsula and retrieve an abandoned food truck which contains bags of cash totaling 20 million USD. They arrive the following night, and after some searching, they find the truck. On the way back to Incheon port, they are ambushed by rogue militia Unit 631. Jong-seok gets thrown out of the truck, while Choo-min hides inside the truck. The other 2 die from the ambush. Jong-seok is then rescued by 2 sisters, Jun, who drives the car out of the scene, and her younger sister Eugene. The 3 arrive at a hideout where the children live with their mother, Min-jong, and grandfather, Elder Kim. The truck, taken by Unit 631, arrives at the militia's compound. Choo-min is then found inside and becomes a captive. Private Kim and Captain Seo discover the bags of cash in the truck, then secretly hatch a plan to get themselves out of Peninsula with the truck. Meanwhile, Min-jong learns from Jong-seok that there is a ship at Incheon port waiting to extract him. She then decides to steal the truck from the compound so they could escape the peninsula together. Can they successfully steal the truck? Can they escape from Peninsula? Let's leave it to you to find out the answer. First is cause and effect. The main cause is the Hong Kongers give orders to Jong-seok, Choo-min, and 2 other Koreans to go to Incheon to take the truck of money. And the effect is they went to Incheon and had a series of events. The other cause and effect is Jun and Min-jong has extremely good skill in driving a car. Jong-seok has good shooting skills and is very brave. These characteristics of the characters help themselves to escape from the zombies and the Unit 631 and are saved by the United Nations. Next is time. The temporal order is, at the start of the film, it flashbacks to 4 years ago to show the events happened at that time, which there is an infected man on board the ship and infected many other people. For temporal duration is, the time duration of the film is 116 minutes, but the actual time in the plot from beginning to the end is about 4 years. This film has conventional storytelling, which the chronological order is from beginning to middle to end. Next is space. The film involves 2 places, which are Hong Kong and Incheon, South Korea. Incheon is the main place where the majority of the plot takes place. At the beginning of the film, the actors are at the Incheon port boarding the ship to Hong Kong. After 4 years, they are in Hong Kong, which they are involved in an operation of going back to Incheon to take a truck of money. Then, they went back to Incheon until the end of the film, which a series of events happened in Incheon. Lastly is plot development. Peninsula has a goal-oriented plot. The goal is to survive from the zombies and get the truck of money to the Hong Kongers. Although at last Jong-seok didn't get the money, but he achieved the goal to survive. He is saved by the United Nations along with Jun, Eugene and Minjung. I think this film is quite good as it has the action horror excitement and also the touching part. It is very touching when Minjung wants to sacrifice herself to save her daughters. It also brings out a message that we should never give up our hope as miracles might happen anytime. But there are two parts in the film that I think are questionable. First is, Jane's existence is too abrupt. It's like forcibly include Jane in the story in order to have a happy ending. Second is, the scene where Elder Kim saves Eugene and gets shot by Captain So is a bit extra. They can just hide behind the car since the car is very near to them. I think they want to create a touching scene, but this is too illogical and obvious. The two things make the plot less smooth as it is not enough real and natural. In overall, this film is quite good as it has a good ending, but it also has some obvious flaws. I will give it a 7.7 out of 10. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Let's meet again next week.